Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Transmissions from Colony 1. If you'd like more TFCO content, outtakes, music, recap episodes, and a whole bunch more we've got planned, sign up at patreon.com/TFCOMarsPod and visit tfco.us for more details. Thank you, and please enjoy episode 402, Wormwood. Enjoy! Previously on Transmissions from Colony 1.
This is a file detailing C-2033A2. This comet is headed for Earth.
Is there a plan?
In a few months, the ESA and Roscosmos will launch a thermonuclear device to intercept the comet, and at the very least knock it off course.
Fedor and Rachel are going to the ERV. They're leaving. No! They're starting the engine!
Shit! Floor it!
I'm going as fast as I can!
Fedor, don't do this! Don't do this!
Neda,
Fedor, stop!
stop!
Fedor, no! Stop! Don't do this! Fedor!
Mechty 1 ELQ. This is Commander Tim Conrad. Mechty 2 has landed. Repeat, Mechty 2 is on the ground. Do you copy?
If you hear Anzu, then you need to make damn sure it looks like an accident.
What?
Connor?
Sorry, Alina, but you leave us no choice.
Connor! Connor, no! No!
We are hereby relieving Tim Conrad of his command, as well as Connor Nye. This is a mutiny.
Are you ready, Paul?
Connor, you can break every bone in my body, but I'll still be here.
Every bone, huh? Coming right up, sir. What the hell?
Sam, Kaia, it's about to get really cold in here.
Sam, you're going to destroy the greenhouse. Don't do this.
It's the only way to stop him.
Sam, you're depressurizing the greenhouse. You'll kill us all. Do it yourself.
You know David, Tim. You murdered him.
Knock off the talking and do it already.
You want me to kill you? I'll do it.
Put the scalpel down.
I dare you.
Nicole,
You're my throat.
drop
Leave
it.
me out.
Nicole.
Damn it, Sam. On yourself. Tell her to stop. Nicole. I'm pregnant.
Holy shit! Vasily?
Vasily, what's wrong? What is it?
Kaia, does the frequency 162.6125 mean anything to you? The comet! It's coming.
December 26, 2051. Mechty Headquarters. Tonopah, Nevada. 6 years earlier.
Tim? The meeting isn't for a little while.
Better early than late. Speaking of which, not sure where Commander Flynn is. What's going on in there?
Come on in, Bruce.
Thanks, Han. Confidential. Sorry, Commander. Gotta go in.
Really?
Administrator Ross, you know we aren't opposed to this CNSA merger. Shoot, they're already supplying.
Yes, Mr. President. And here he is. Bruce, we've been expecting you. This is Bruce Farley, Chief Astronomical Advisor for Mechty, and his assistant...
Anne Oliver, sir.
Anne Oliver, yes. Ms. Oliver, Bruce knows all of us here and has met President Ramirez before, but let me introduce you to the Mechty Board of Administrators. I am Roland Ross, Chief Mechty Administrator.
Nathan Miller, Aeronautics Administrator.
Michelle Locke, Physical and Biological Sciences Administrator.
Deborah Palmer, Terraformation Administrator.
Adam Gadling, Personnel and Human Factors Administrator.
Sergei Yomkova, Operations Administrator.
And on the video feed here, as I'm sure you know, is United States President Ernesto Ramirez.
Yes, nice to meet you, Mr. President. Nice to meet all of you.
Mr. Farley, we've heard rumors and unofficial reports of some substantial news directly related to the Mars Exploration, Colonization, and Terraformation Initiative. Yes?
Indeed, sir.
The floor is yours, Mr. Farley.
Thank you. This official Mechty report concerns C-2033A2, a moon-sized comet discovered in 2033, located in the Kuiper Belt. When originally discovered and analyzed, the findings revealed C-2033A2 to be on a collision trajectory with Earth. 97% probability of a direct impact, 100% probability of a glancing blow. Impact was slated for August 16, 2120. From the day these findings were made official until today, this data has never changed. August 3, 2037, Roscosmos launched what they simply dubbed the Large Nuclear Payload for C-2033A2 to intercept the comet. Its mission was to either destroy the comet or at the very least knock it from its current trajectory. Chances for success in both avenues were slim, based on the sheer size of C-2033A2. To uphold absolute confidentiality, the mission was presented as a test to explore our capability to either destroy or divert any comets, asteroids, and/or meteors that may threaten Earth. The public was never made aware that this was an honest answer to a threat. Yesterday, the large nuclear payload launched by Roscosmos 14 years ago intercepted C-2033A2. The Russians' hope of destroying this comet ended in failure. As far as diverting C-2033A2, the mission of Roscosmos is officially a resounding success.
It's been knocked off course?
Yes. Our team monitoring this comet checked any and all possible trajectories, and C-2033A2 has been knocked completely off course. Probability of a direct impact? 0. Probability of a glancing blow? 0.
Holy shit.
And? These are copies of our findings and research. Of course, no other copies have been made, and all is confidential. In our research, C-2033A2's current trajectory involves using Jupiter's gravity to slingshot into the asteroid field, where it will be intercepted by a total of 19 asteroids. In every probability, our calculations have resulted in the same exact destination. The comet will pass by Mars en route to colliding with the Sun.
Thank you for your work, Mr. Farley. Thank you, Ms. Oliver.
We are now faced with a decision. As everyone present in this chamber is aware, the existence and trajectory of this comet is why MECTI was created. By the time of impact, a sizable and sustainable population of human beings would already be living in colonies on Mars, spreading across the planet as the terraforming efforts began to really take hold.
This changes everything, though. We built up MECTI to the public based on a lie. A lie that seems to now be the only reason to keep going.
Well, the necessity for MECTI's existence seemed to be pretty moot. There's no longer a threat. Nothing to make us keep going than simply to follow through with the mission.
Agreed.
This is true. Sergei.
I would like to see the mission through.
Thank you, Administrator Yankova.
Honestly, I think that since there's no longer a threat, the trillions of dollars being pumped into MECTI could be better allocated here on Earth to take care of problems here. Having said that, I concur with Administrators Yakova and Miller. We've come too far to turn back.
President Ramirez, with this knowledge, would the United States government still be a supporter in the program?
The United States is in for the long haul, without question.
Then I side with the president here. I vote to continue with the missions.
And Adam?
I mean, there's no dire need for us to proceed with the mission. We don't need to go to Mars now. But if we stop, what in the world did we accomplish? We need to see this through.
It is true that the immediate need for MECTI is no longer, but who knows what the future holds? And there will be a time when being an interplanetary species will be the greatest decision we may have ever made. The decision is unanimous. Thank you, Mr. Farley. Thank you, Ms. Oliver.
Thank you both.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. President.
Bruce, if Commanders Conrad and Flynn are waiting outside, you can send them in.
Thank you, everyone.
The crew's performance and actions are reflective of their commander.
Don't discount my crew, though. They can be soft around the edges, sure. They may be a bit more prone to speak their minds than yours, but they're human. When it gets down to it, they do the job. And I wouldn't trade them for anything. Bruce? Dan?
Hey, Sam.
Hey, Sam.
What's up?
Good afternoon, Tim.
What's going on in there?
Oh, I can't really... The MECTI chairman wanted me to tell you that they're ready for you now.
He's seeing you around.
Later, guys. Good luck.
See ya.
Anne?
Yeah, Bruce?
I'm taking you out for dinner.
Bruce, I have a conference call with Denali on a Perception 2 sensor.
Reschedule it.
Bruce, I really need to...
Delay it, Anne. I'll be picking you up at 1800 hours. That's an order, Anne. 1800 hours, sharp.
Yes, sir.
years later, Colony 1, Amazonas Planitia, Mars.
Where are the transmissions saved when they are auto-recorded?
Huh? Oh, in the,
Wait, I found it. Whose voices?
I have to patch up Pete's stab wound. You all do whatever the hell you want.
Holy shit!
Vasily, what's wrong? What is it?
What?
Vasily, breathe. What's the matter?
Kaia, does the frequency 162.6125 mean anything to you?
I think that's the frequency for Edward's... Vasily. Oh! Shit!
Kaia? Vasily, what's going on?
Oh!
Stay back. Here. I'll unplug my headset. What the hell is wrong with
Mexi 1. Mexi 1.
Oh, fuck. Rachel?
This is Rachel. I've returned to Earth. Repeat, I've returned to Earth. This is Rachel Yoshida, trying to contact Mexi 1 from Edwards Air Force Base. Repeat, this is Rachel Yoshida, sending a transmission from Edwards Air Force Base. There are survivors. Repeat, there are survivors. Not many, but there are survivors. I'll remain here until I hear back. Rachel out.
Oh my god. He was right. Andrew was right. Walter, Simon's coming. What? What's coming? Walter, the comet. It's coming. It's coming right for us. What comet? The comet. I thought it was headed for Earth. It's headed for Earth, Walter. I know. That's why I checked and rechecked the trajectory history, and then checked again. It's smaller, but it checks out. C-2033-A2. That's the same comet, right? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Alright, look at this. From the Kuiper Belt to Uranus, it's motoring along on its Earth-bound trajectory. Nothing unusual. Then, it looks like 5 years ago it takes a sharp left turn, you see? Why would that happen? Hell if I know. Anyway, it bounces into a few asteroids in the belt, there, and there, until finally resting in its current path, aimed right for Sinai Planum. Christ.
How far away is Sinai Planum from Colony 1?
Close enough to kill us. That's fucked up.
It won't hit in our lifetime, though. Right? The way we're going.
Likely not, but at some point, though, someone has to deal with it.
We're fucked, then. We're fucked. As long as we stay here.
Is there anything we could do to, knock it off course?
An intercept mission? I'm not the only one who knows what to do, am I? All right. There's a comet coming. It's going to crash into Mars. We have a limited amount of supplies. We have an exposed greenhouse that would take months to repair and regerminate. Yet, according to Rachel, there are survivors on Earth. There remains 3 emergency return vehicles from Mechties 2 through 4.
There is a launch window coming up. Before we jump to any conclusions, we need to get in touch with Rachel. For all she knows, we might as well be dead.
A return journey is our best option. Too much risk and danger here than there. And I'm not even counting the 2 threats we still have zip-tied in the command center.
I think the morphine is wearing off. Starting to feel that broken nose again. Okay. Probably have to wait for the right moment. These zip ties are strong as hell. Probably have to break your wrist to free yourself. Alright, we're outnumbered. Hand-to-hand is likely not an option. Gotta find some kind of weapons. And we'll need to be fast as possible.
God, you
They'll be expecting an attack, so we'll need to improvise on the spot. Maybe...
Can you please?
Commander?
Shut up.
Commander, I'm trying to figure out our next move. After all that's happened, we can't simply let them get away. We? Who is we? They've risen up against us. They've got us zip-tied here like fools. We need to make things right.
Oh.
Commander, we've got to do something.
There it is again. Us. We. Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
If you hear Anzu, then make sure it looks like an accident. Damn sure. You remember me saying that to you?
We need to come up with a plan of attack here.
Do we now?
Sir?
I sent you on a mission to execute all Kirsch and Alina Torres. Top priority level mission. I asked you how it went. You remember your response? Say it, Connor. Repeat your lie.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Seamless, you said.
Commander, I was a little headstrong. I didn't... I should...
Seamless. Bullshit. This is Khartoum all over again. Why does Paul Kirsch live?
I am sorry, Tim. I felt... A quick death wasn't fitting enough. He didn't deserve it.
Guess you didn't figure in the decreased air pressure? Weaker gravity? Jesus, you're stupid, Connor.
I'm sorry, Tim. I'm an idiot, okay?
I'm a fool to think you would have handled this properly. Imagine, if you'd done your job as ordered, where we'd be. Our next move is to die, and it's because of you shit.
2 weeks, Pete. You'll be back to full mobility in no time, but for now, consider yourself out of the game. Now, as far as the colorization, do you want morphine or...
Fuck the morphine, I can handle it.
We'll see about that. You'll feel it regardless.
Thank you, Chloe.
Easy, Neda. Slow sips.
No word of Fedor?
Not yet. We've only got the first message so far. We'll find out soon. The damaged epiglottis thankfully isn't enough to warrant surgery. It's going to sound and hurt worse than it actually is. No heavy lifting or EVAs for 14 days. Easy does it for the time being and take in a lot of fluids. Hey, Paul. Okay, fractured 7 and 8 ribs on left side. Fracture on rib 6 on the right. Left knee shows 2 cracks in the patella and slight rupture of the articular cartilage. And the right horizontal lateral fracture across...
Crippled, Chloe.
Yeah? You're broken up pretty thorough, but you aren't paralyzed. The ribs should be able to heal on their own, but the knees will need surgery.
That's not necessary.
If you're going to walk again, it is. Luckily, you're in the hands of someone who's performed reconstructive surgery on the knees before.
If you need a hand, Chloe, I'm free.
Count me in, too.
That would be great. After surgery and post-op recovery, we'll hit the physical therapy full force.
Therapy?
I'll have to come up with some kind of conditioning program between surgery and PT to keep up your density, but yes, Paul, I've even got an idea for some braces when we cross that bridge. We'll operate tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Maintaining bone density is critical, and so we haven't got a moment to lose.
Wonderful. It should be fun.
This is Rachel. I've returned to Earth. Repeat, I've returned to Earth. This is Rachel Yoshida, trying to contact MEC-T1 from Edwards Air Force Base. Repeat, this is Rachel Yoshida, sending a transmission from Edwards Air Force Base. There are survivors. Repeat, there are survivors. Not many, but there are survivors. I'll remain here until I hear back. Rachel out.
She sounds exhausted.
She traveled nearly 50 million miles across space to call us from Southern California. I think she's earned the right to be a little tired.
How in the hell did she get to Edwards Air Force Base?
I couldn't even begin to speculate.
She called for MACD 1.
Yeah, they launched before MACD 2 even landed.
So Rachel's made it. No mention of Fedor?
You remember his condition back then. Perhaps...
Yeah. Rachel's made it back, though. And there are survivors on... Andrew told me, and told me, and he told me... How in the hell are there survivors? Who are they? How many? How have they been alive this long? This changes things. How we proceed. Vasily, how long ago did we receive her message?
Looks like 3 hours ago.
3 hours ago? Why did we now just get it?
It was saved in our database the entire time. We were dealing with Tim and Connor.
Shit. We need to send a reply now.
What do we tell her?
I don't know.
A return journey in the ERVs. I don't like it, Walter.
I know, Abby.
This child, I don't think it can take months of cosmic radiation exposure.
It's not good. At the moment, I don't see any other alternatives.
All crew, please report to the CC immediately. All crew to the CC. Verdict is in, I guess.
Uh-huh. What kind of timetable would you give it? Best guess. 2-3 months, I'd say. Nothing double checking that.
Easy on the right side, Chloe.
Sorry, Paul.
Well, he lives. In a wheelchair, but living nonetheless. Yes, have Connor to thank, Paul. His incompetence in the flesh.
Quiet, the both of you.
Fedor. Any news on Fedor?
Not yet.
Why are Tim and Connor here? You haven't thrown them out of the airlock? What is the holdup?
Soon enough, Pete.
Alright, sit down. Kaia, begin recording a streaming transmission to Rachel's frequency.
Rolling.
Captain Rachel Yoshida. This is MACD 1 Commander Sam Flynn, calling Edwards Air Force Base from the Command Center of Colony 1 in Amazonas Planitia on Mars. We can give a more detailed report later about what has transpired since you and Fedor's launch in ERV-1, but for the moment, here's a brief rundown. MACD 2 has arrived, with only half the crew, and we've lost some others along the way. There are 14 of us left. Colony 1 is nearly complete, and we shortly had reported sprouts in our greenhouse. But due to a security issue, the greenhouse needed to be depressurized.
Security issue.
We received your transmission and apologize for our delay in response. We are happy to hear that you are alive, and we're still struggling to contemplate that you found survivors after a gamma ray burst. If you can confirm the status of Fedor Morozov, Neda and I and the rest of us need to know. We need to know how you made it back. Rachel, we've detected a comet heading for Sinai Planum. It won't strike for a long time, but when it does, because of this impending danger and the revelations brought up by your transmission, I've determined it would be in our best interests to use the 3 emergency return vehicles still here on the Martian surface to launch for Earth.
So launch for Earth?
We're going back?
A close approach launch window is coming near, so we will jump on this opportunity to get back ASAP. We'll make the launch window. We're coming back to Earth. We're coming back home. Please confirm receipt of transmission as soon as you can, and please give us a full report. It
It's good to hear your voice again, Rachel. Our line will always remain open. Commander Sam Flynn of Colony 1, over and out.
Transmission sent.
No joke. We're going back to Earth.
Are you serious? Really? Going back?
Yes. We're going back to Earth. That comet poses a threat we cannot possibly manage. There are survivors on Earth. We have spacecraft that can get us back to Earth. It's a no-brainer. But there's a lot of work to get us there. And some unfinished business to attend to. Here it is. Tim Conrad, Connor and I.
What?
They pose a vital security threat to our mission. We are going back to Earth. But there is no way in hell I'm going to subject these survivors to the likes of them.
Hasn't the last 24 hours taught us anything?
I understand you. Truly, I do. You want the killing to stop. Though as long as they live, they remain threats. This is how the killing stops.
Sam, do not...
Vasily, Nicole, take Tim and Connor to airlock 4, next to loading bay B. Meet me there.
Sam, do not do this!
Pleasure, Commander.
Commander Conrad, do something. We've got to stop this.
Mission accomplished, sir. Seamless.
Conrad, stand up.
On your feet, Connor.
Nicole, stop! Stop this! Vasily, we don't have to execute them!
Chloe, we're done. You said what you needed to say.
Tim, we need to focus. You're all gonna fucking pay.
Shut up and walk,
Vasily,
Connor.
Nicole? You... None of you have a problem with this?
Nope, they deserve it.
Overdue.
I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. This is not right.
Killing Alina wasn't right, Chloe. Killing David wasn't right. Orlando and Jennifer, that wasn't right. This is right.
Get your damn hands off me, Nicole.
God damn it, move! I've broken your nose already. I can break more.
The more pain he goes through before the end, the better. He's earned it.
White team, put him down and come out of the airlock.
Let go of me.
Son of a bitch.
Sam, don't.
Please.
You must not do this.
Please, don't do this. I was only following his orders. Tim is the one responsible for this. Everything that happened, it was all Tim's idea. He's the one with the plan. Sam, whatever I have to do, I will do it. All right, I was only following his orders. You and I both know what would happen if I went against Tim's orders. I had to.
This is embarrassing.
It really is. Chloe, tell him. Tell Sam. Please, Sam, it's all Tim. It's always been Tim. Shit. Sam, don't do this. Shit.
Everything I've done has all come to this. Connor?
Sam, come to the CC, please.
Connor.
But what the hell do you want? What?
We're about to die. You. Me. This is the end.
Shit.
We'll lose consciousness within 10 to 20 seconds, and should be fully dead in less than 5 minutes. It'll be quick. But those 10 to 20 seconds are going to be the most painful moments of our lives. Your blood is going to boil. Your circulatory system is going to shut down due to oxygen loss. Your skin, eyes, lungs, it's all going to expand past the point of survival. Your final breaths are going to be full of carbon dioxide, not to mention the freezing cold. Connor.
Shit. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Hey, Connor.
What, Tim?
I just want you to know what's about to happen. It's going to be a deeply painful death. And I'm going to be right here, watching you wriggle and scream and choke and collapse into nothing. My dying breath will be laughing at your corpse.
What the fuck is the matter with you?
No need in reminding you about your crimes. What you had done is unimaginable.
Your failure with Paul, your betrayal of my trust, it didn't need to go this way. Recognize, Connor and I, all this was your doing. You made it so, Lieutenant. You caused this.
Sam, we have them restrained. They pose as much of a threat now as I do. We've won. They can't hurt us anymore. You don't have to do this.
Chloe, look at all the work you've got ahead of you with Paul. Think about his surgery and working with him through likely months of therapy. And think about all the time you're going to miss on other things and the detriments to your own health, cleaning up their mess. Think about the look on Alina's face as Connor was taking her down. Think about what was going through David's mind as Tim... No, Chloe. No need in reminding you about your crimes. What you had done is unimaginable.
Executing them will not bring our friends back.
Chloe, stand back, or I'll have Nicole remove you.
I can't believe this. Please, no.
Commander Sam Flynn, please come to the CC now.
Commander Timothy Conrad, Lieutenant Connor Nye, for your acts of violence and murder against your crewmates, you are condemned to death. I can only hope in these last moments you can find... Farewell. Be ready to open the hatch after I repressurize Nicole. All right.
Sam, come to the CC immediately.
Stand by. Kaia, I'm kind of busy right now.
Sam, you are needed in the command center right now.
It's gonna have to wait, Kaia. Give us...
We've received a reply from Rachel. We need you in here now.
Play it on the damn intercom then, Kaia. Opening the outer hatch in 5.
Do not come to Earth. Repeat, do not come to Earth.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions from Colony 1. If you'd like more TFCO content, outtakes, music, recap episodes, and a whole hell of a lot more planned, sign up at patreon.com/TFCO MarsPod. Thanks again, and we'll see you on Mars.